right, this is the end for strength training of week 3, day 5. We've got 6 to 9 reps. We brought them down for the end of this week. Started off high, now we're in low. We're hitting that hypertrophy range. We're going for strength. We're trying to hit that part of the muscle that's really going to carry the heavy weights. Now, single leg box step-ups. We've got 4 straight sets. We've got single leg and a minute in between each set. So that means 6 to 9 on each leg. So I'm gonna alternate legs. That's what I like to do. You can stick with the same leg, but I like to alternate them. So I go up with my right, and then my next set I go up with my left. So I'm just gonna demonstrate with nice, easy, light 30-pounders, just so I can show you how the form goes. So I'm gonna start with whenever I say lock my shoulders back, what that does is that helps keep the back and the chest out and that back protected, the lower back solid, and it keeps you from leaning forward. So it protects that back. So whenever you lock those shoulders back and tighten up those arms, it's going to keep those dumbbells in place as we go through these motions, because they're going to want to swing a little bit on you, but that's part of this motion. That's part of this movement. So step up with the right, bring the left one up, but don't put it on that box until you're fully extended. So we don't want to come up and then step up. That means you got too much weight. What we want is for you to step up with the right, bring the left up, and back down. Now we alternate legs, up with the left, put that right leg on it, and back down. And that was 1 for each leg. 2, we come up, and we go up with the left for 2 with the left. Repeat. We've got 6 to 9 on each one, keeping that back solid, the leg going up. You can start with a box that's high, start with it low. Wherever you're at, just keep challenging yourself every time you come across these throughout the 12 weeks. 6 to 9 reps, 60 seconds rest in between each set, and then we move to biceps. So biceps, this is a tough one. We've got razor curl with a twist. Don't attempt the twist if you can't put more than 20 pounds on the weight stack. The twist, it won't work properly if you don't have 20, 30, or 40 pounds on there. So if you're just starting out, just keep it in the standard grip. I'm going to put 30 pounds on there to show you what I mean. But that means this handle can rotate in motion. So we're going to start with our palm back on the furthest position back. And as we come up, we're going to twist that up. But we're going to keep the elbow tight to our rib cage. And we're only moving and working that bicep, pushing through the floor. It doesn't work, though, unless you have 20 pounds, 30 pounds, or higher. So as we start, we're going to be in the true plank position here. And as I said before, we're going to start with our palm up, and then we're going to bring it with a twist to that top position, keeping our shoulder to elbow parallel to the ground and our opposite arm directly underneath our shoulder in the half push-up position. As we go back, we follow that same line, twisting it to palm up, coming back to palm forward. So up in here, the plank position, we go back, come up, squeeze. Follow that same line, pushing through the floor, keeping that elbow to shoulder parallel to the ground, full extension back, core tight, hips engaged. We don't torque at the hips. We keep those shoulders parallel and that core solid and tight. If you have to drop to the knees, I'm usually dropping to my knees before the end of this movement. It's because the core gives out before your bicep does. So let me show you here, head on. You got your core tight, your body straight in line. You're going to be down in that half push-up position with your opposite hand directly underneath your shoulder. And the twist begins with your palm up in the back, bringing it to you, palm facing out at the top. Keep that constant tension, constant twist. Follow that same line back in. I'm dropping to my knees usually by the end of this movement because my core is going to give out before my bicep does. And to keep my form solid, I've got to drop to my knees to take a little bit of strain off the core. But we don't want to torque at the hips during this motion. We want to keep it nice and solid. So we want to keep our shoulders, our abs tight, and our hips locked in. We're going to go straight back in, just like that. Nice and easy. Drop to the knees if you have to. Drop to the forearm if you have to. Putting that elbow directly under your shoulder. And just follow that constant line, keeping that core tight, shoulders parallel, palm back, and then palm forward. Keep that twist in there or lock it in standard position if you don't have 20 pounds or more on the stack. So work into this movement. It's a tough one, but once you get it, it's phenomenal. Gets the entire head of that bicep while tearing up that core. Now we move to triceps. Triceps, we got standing, double hand, rope, push downs. What I like about these, so you can really start stacking on some weight. I'm just gonna add about 100 pounds here to show you this movement. We're gonna start with our shoulders locked back. Again, we're trying to squeeze our back together so it locks our arms into position. So we're hitting that tricep, focusing on that tricep, and not pulling in our shoulders or our back or our chest. And we start at a 90-degree angle, shoulders locked back, straight down, straight up. Let me turn a little bit here so you can see. As I go down and I fully extend, I have to pull that rope to the hips. And as I come up, I stop at a 90 to keep the triceps engaged, and then repeat. Nice fluid motion, just like that. Don't go up past the 90 and don't swing those elbows. Lock them into place. Pick a weight you can do. 6 to 9 reps, go heavy, but as soon as you start to get out of form, back off that weight. And that is it for day 5 of week 3. Now we move to day 6. Now on day 6, I want you to go to Razor Hybrid Fitness, the YouTube channel, and check out all the 7-minute workouts, or follow along what it says in the book. If you have availability to do haymakers, that's where you hook it up to a bar, what they call a landmine or a corner, which I have a video on YouTube you can check out, or go to razorhybridfitness.com and check out all the information we have for you. Congratulations, you've made it through week 3. I'm excited for you. It's going to be a great 12 weeks, so we'll see you next week.